Ready? Matthew NeSmith, 1 under 69. Matthew, just talk a little bit about your round.
Yeah, I just played solid, very simple, boring golf, as they say. Hit a lot of greens, didn't give myself too much work on any par putts or anything like that. Hit it pretty good, just did everything you're supposed to do for the most part.
How does this course suit your game? You know, 2 rounds in the 60s at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, it suits my game very, very nicely. It's not overly long, which is nice for me. I don't know if I could compete with the big hitters in distance, but it's just if you put yourself in play, I can let my iron game shine. That's kind of where I like to live and hit a bunch of greens and see what we can do on the weekend.
We'll take questions. Dan?
So your last 4 finishes on the PGA Tour, T31, T51, T57, T37. So you're making cuts, but you haven't exactly been up near the top.
Mm-hmm.
How important were those weeks, though, to get you to a place where you are right now?
Yeah, I'm never going to be mad at playing 4 days of golf. I'm always happy making cuts. I mean, obviously we would want to win golf tournaments and be in contention, but if we're playing 4 days, I always feel like my game's trending in the right direction. I feel like you can kind of focus on a few areas here and there and just tighten your ship, but I feel like everything's moving in the right direction. It's just a matter of time.
Do you feel like you can win this week?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think everybody here feels like they can win this week. I would hope so. I mean, my wife, we watch a lot of horse racing and stuff. We're not going to enter any races that we don't think we can win. So, I mean, I'm just going to go out here and keep doing what I've been doing and see where the chips fall on Sunday.
How's that been working out for you, the horse racing?
I thank goodness I'm not into any of it. My wife has some horses and not into any horse racing, but they train horses, so she likes to watch and root them on the weeks. So we watch a lot of it.
Wager on them, right?
Not yet.
When you first got out and even kind of going through this process of playing, was there ever a time where you know, when you made the cut, were in your decent position, you looked at the names around you? Did that ever get your attention?
Yeah,
Early days, Matthew. Whenever.
At some point in time, you kind of start to notice some names here and there. I mean, you start to every kind of round feels the same. You start to settle into some rounds. I mean, they're just guys. I mean, if you saw Rory McIlroy in the locker room, he's just a nice dude. You know what I mean? He's just going to say hello. Everybody's the same. We put our pants on the same way, put shirts on the same way. There's just a lot more people following them, but that's what we do in this business. We try to play golf, and the better you get, the more people follow you around. So you better enjoy it.
I guess what I was kind of leading to in an event like this, for most players, is it more likely the names get their attention or the golf course?
I would say for me, it's definitely the golf course. I mean, the cream to the crop rises. It always does for the most part. So if you kind of keep your attention on the golf course, then I mean, you're just trying to do what you're doing. The only reason we play with other people in this game is for them to make sure we don't cheat. So, you know what I mean? So you have to play with somebody. They're just regular people. We see them each and every week. So we're just going to keep doing what we do.
We'll go back to Dan.
What's been the round that's felt the biggest for you in your life, pressure-wise?
Man. Final round of Q school is pretty big.
How did you handle it?
I played pretty good. I shot a couple under, did exactly what I was supposed to do, and ended up getting through. First round of the U.S. Open in 2015 was pretty big for me. I mean, that was my first major, my couple professional golf tournaments in. Sunday at Valspar, pretty huge for me. It's been a while since I had been in that position, so to be able to kind of get my bearings again and feel the heat and be in the last group and do some things was pretty cool. So it all feels the same. It all feels the same. I mean, it feels the same being in the final group of Valspar as it did and when I was 12 years old playing 9-hole events. I mean,
so you think tomorrow will feel the same then?
Always does. It always does.
We'll go last one here, Doug.
Matthew, if this is to identify who's playing the best golf, when you've got the score you do through 2 rounds, does that give you any confidence that it's obviously identifying you as playing some of the best golf this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've played some great, very consistent golf this year. It's what I've kind of hung my hat on this year. I think I've made 15 or 16 cuts in 23 or 24 events and played a lot of 4-round days. And I feel like I've just been playing really consistent golf, and I'm not going to be afraid to fail going out there. I'm not going to be afraid of success if we go out there. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, keep working on the things we've been working on, and we'll see where the chips fall.
Have you ever been afraid?
Oh, yeah.
Golf-wise?
For sure, absolutely.
Give us an example.
Every round of golf I ever played before probably 4 months ago.
What changed?
I just don't care anymore. I obviously care. I mean,
Right.
I say that, but I'm not going to be afraid to go out there and play like garbage. Like, it is what it is. Like, I spent too long in my golfing career being afraid of success and being afraid of playing bad golf. I just want to go out there and play the way I play at home and play the way I do when I feel free. And if I'm going to go out there and lose my PGA Tour card because I played scared, I'm going to regret that 20 years down the road. I'm not going to do that anymore. And it is what it is. I mean, if I play like shit, it is what it is.
One more.
Can you articulate what it means to be scared of success?
I mean, it's more so. I mean, it's like kind of like what you said a little bit. Like, you come down the stretch and you just kind of keep doing what you're doing, and then all of a sudden you look at that leaderboard and you're in third place with names like McIlroy and John Rahm, guys who have been there and done that before. It's like 15 years ago when people would crumble with Tiger. I mean, they were like, oh no, here it goes, and it's being afraid to succeed because you don't know if you're quite ready for it. Scotty Scheffler said a great thing a couple weeks ago at the Masters, where he said he's like, am I ready for all of this? And it's something that we don't really know until we get there. We got to be in that situation. You got to go through those tough days. And even though it looks like a lot of success on Mr. Scheffler's part of Sunday at the Masters, I'm sure it's one of the hardest rounds of golf he's ever had to play.
Like you said that.
I can imagine.
Matthew, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Good luck
absolutely.
tomorrow.
Thank y'all.